Hey guys, what's going on? It's me Lilly, and today I want to give you a short update on my mother's vegetables garden. It's the end of June and we already have a lot of vegetables ready, so stay tuned. Alright folks, so here in the first row you can see a artichoke plant, but actually I had many more, but some of them died because I don't know what happened. So here is another one which is beautiful, and here at the end we have two more artichokes. They look really nice, but I don't know, they should be bigger by this time. So something went wrong, and I heard that artichokes are actually a little bit finicky to grow, so maybe that's the reason. Next you can see here some peppers, and they are a little bit stressed because it's a little bit too dry, so we have to water them tonight. Okay, then here you can see our tomatoes, and they have grown pretty tall. The only thing is that the tomatoes are still green, and that's because we had a cold period of 2 weeks, and this is why the tomatoes are a little bit behind. It will take about 1 to 2 more weeks until we have red tomatoes. Here a couple of more peppers. Here we have 3 rows of onions, and they are really big already. And then here at the sides we have some beans. They grow up this fence here, which is nice. And as you can see, we already have some beans on the plant and also some blooming. And once they're ready, I will take them off the plant, I will harvest them, and then I will freeze them. And my favorite recipe is to wrap them into bacon and then fry them in a pan. Here we have another patch of onions. This is leek, which is ready to harvest as well. A new row of salad here, and at the back field we had some potatoes, and my mom already harvested half of it and the rest is still here. So we are going to harvest these potatoes pretty soon. And yeah, blackberries and raspberries are doing really good. So we already harvested a lot of them and made some jam with it. Okay, now let's take a look at the second garden that we have. This here is a peach tree, but I have to say that peaches do not really grow well in our area. There's always some kind of problem, like this year the fruits are all foul. Maybe because it was too cold in May, so we had a really cold May, and maybe that's why the tree is suffering. I don't know. Some of the leaves are crinkled, so that's not a good sign. Yeah, and this is the vegetables garden, the second one that we have. Here my mother has planted a new row of beans. What is this here? I'm not sure. It looks like carrots. Let's see. Yeah, it's carrots. Orange carrots here. And here we have a special type of cabbage. Really nice. So before that we had some onions here, which we already harvested, and the cabbage is going to take a while until it gets big. So I think it's going to be harvested late autumn, fall, you know, but it's okay because it's quite winter hardy. Then here we have some salad, lettuce. Okay, here at this side we have a couple of corn plants, and here we had some peas that we already harvested, and now we have sown some lettuce again and some red beet at the backside. This here is an onion field as well. We have pretty big onions this year, really nice. Then here we have some tomatoes, nice. And this is mangold, as you can see, but I got to say that something went wrong this year. So these are the seeds, and actually they are heirloom seeds. The variety is called mangold, and it says in the description that it makes a light red stem and green leaves. Okay. However, I have to say not all of the plants turned out like this. Let's take a look. So the first one is typical, but some of the plants have red leaves. Okay, so we have green leaves here, and then we also have red leaves. And let's take a look at the back side. Here at the back side we can see that we also got a yellow stamped mangold and an orange one. And this at the back is even violet a little bit. So this year we have all colors of mangold. But actually that's a bad thing for me, because I wanted to keep the seeds. So now the problem is that the genetics of this lot of seeds is mixed up. They are mixed up with other varieties. And now I got all kinds of colors. Look at this one here. This mangold has white stems. So that's nice for cooking. So sometimes you can take the yellow ones, the red ones, the violet ones. It's okay for cooking, but for saving seeds, it's not so great. Now the seed company that makes these seeds is actually one of the best seed companies in Austria. Okay? But still it happened to them that they got different genetics into their seeds. And yeah, that's not so great, I have to say. However, to their defense, it needs to be said that mangold is a pollinator by wind. So if you have your nice variety of mangold growing, and let's say it has a blossom, and let's say a neighbor in the vicinity of the next kilometer has another mangold variety in their garden, then you have the chance that the seeds will cross over, like then you get hybrids like these, and then you have mixed up genetics in your seeds, and that's a bad thing. So yeah, with wind pollinators it's always a problem that you get different kinds of varieties into your seeds. So making mangold seeds is not so easy. But there's a solution to this problem. I still want to keep the seeds, but only from the very typical ones. Like this one here is very typical for the variety. So now, tomorrow, I'm going to cut off all of the other varieties that I don't like to have. I'm going to cut out the ones with the red leaves and with the yellow stems and the violet stem and the white stem. And then I'm going to eat it, cook it up. And the rest I'm going to let here, and then I'm going to wait for the seeds until they shoot into the air, like the lettuce here, and then I'm going to breed my own seeds again. Okay, here at the left side we have a lettuce, which we let to go into seeds as well. And this is a Turkish variety, really nice. Let's see what this one is called. Yedikuli Kinsey. It's a really nice lettuce, and that's why we decided to keep the seeds. So we are waiting for the seeds now. Here we have another tomato plant, lettuce. At the back here we have some onions, peppers, cucumber, more cucumber. Here we got one eggplant, which is really nice. And we got a ton of more onions here. Then here we have a row of carrots. These are beans, which are really nice. They have a red blossom. Let's take a look here. Fire beans, okay. They are pretty big actually, and the color is violet and black. Here we have a patch of zucchini. I think the variety is Black Beauty, but I'm not sure. The greenhouse is a little bit damaged because 2 weeks ago we got a storm and now some of the windows are missing. But actually the tomatoes at the inside are doing really well. So as you can see, we have a lot of tomatoes on the plants and we are just waiting for them to get red. It's going to take like 1 more week or so. Here's one more pepper. Nice. Okay, and then here at the back side we have our pumpkin field. we're going to harvest a lot of Hokkaido pumpkins this year. Okay folks, so this is a small update of my mom's garden. Really nice. Gardening is great. So maybe this small video is encouraging some people to start a small garden. Okay, so thank you for watching and stay tuned till next time.